Yeah, I felt there was definitely chances to win that game, especially the second half. We threw everything at them. Just wasn't accurate enough. We had a few chances to score and just didn't look after the ball. First half probably cost us a wee bit as well. Gave them a few tries that we potentially could have stopped if we'd sorted our defence out a little bit. But in terms of where we were last time we took the pitch to there, it was a big step forward. And although we're disappointed to lose at home, there was a lot of effort went out there in that performance, and there was a lot to be proud of.
How big
Yeah, it was massive. We were excited to get down there and get to Twickenham and finish this campaign on a high. We'll be throwing everything at them. From the expectation we have of ourselves at the start of the tournament to where we are is obviously disappointing, but we've got a game left and we're excited to get down and finish well.
Stuart, you said you wanted to show a true picture of the Scotland team today. Was the second half close to that?
Yeah, I think so. We asked a lot for the boys before the game to be physical and to work really hard, and that was there in abundance. I thought I was really proud of the effort that went in, and the try we scored was brilliant. It was great to see Darcy get on the end of that. I thought he was terrific throughout, and he worked so hard. And there was a number of guys really stepped up. And the second 40, we put the third best team in the world under a massive amount of pressure. We're obviously disappointed not to win. But we'll definitely look at parts of that second half and be pleased with it.
The second quarter, when the players went off, how big an impact did the loss of those guys have to you guys on the pitch, with letting Wales have so much pressure at that point?
Look, it's never easy losing players early on, but I thought the guys that came on and did well. It's stuff you just got to deal with. We've dealt with it throughout the whole campaign, these injuries, so we just get our head down and get on with it. We play at home, everybody knows what's expected when you put on a Scotland jersey at home, and it's about working really, really hard and being physical and trying to outwork the opposition, which I felt at times we did today. Again, to reiterate, we're obviously still massively disappointed with that result.
Is it putting together the full 80? You feel that's where it's fallen down again?
Yeah, I think so. I think they started a bit better than us, and we finished stronger, and we probably just ran out of time.
Passed up a couple of tickable penalties, Stuart. Did you just feel after Darcy's try that Wales were on the ropes a bit?
Yeah, we felt them tiring. Obviously we'd scored, and we really felt the momentum was with us, and we had a chance to win the game, and we decided to go for the corner. The maul was going well for us, and we were getting penalties and eking them and making them work really hard, so we were confident in that. And it was just the way the game was going. We spoke about it, and as I said, it was a chance to win the game, and we were at home and we were desperate to do that.
You were forcing penalties, frustration that maybe the referee didn't go to his pocket on a couple of those occasions.
We certainly seemed to get a lot of penalties, especially in that second half, and on another day we might have got a yellow card.
What's the change you think?
I think more of the same, especially with that second 40. England's going to be a massive challenge going down there and playing a team that's very physical and very well organised, just very similar to Wales. But at times we had Wales under a lot of pressure, so we'll take confidence from that. Sure.
Gregor, could you describe your emotions and sort of coming so close after all of that disruption?
Yeah, I'm very proud of the players. I felt we started the game really well. We had some adjustments to make with players getting injured earlier in that first half, and we didn't defend well in the second quarter. But for the first quarter and the second half, we played well. I believe we were the better team. We're a team that dominated possession and got behind the opposition defence in those periods. So I'm really proud of the players put on that performance in front of the supporters, who really were energised by the way we were playing, and also putting a performance like that against one of the best teams in the world. It shows what they're capable of. So pride would be my strongest emotion, and obviously frustration that we didn't get the win.
How hard do you think this week will be in terms of trying to piece together a team for next week?
It'll be fine. We've got a lot to build on today's game. We've been working as a squad of almost 40 players now for 7-8 weeks. Players have had to come in, either players got in because of opportunities with injury or players coming back from injury, like we had a few players today. So I'd imagine we'll have a strong squad to select from next week.
Sean Maitland just out for 1 week.
We'll see. He's obviously recovering from his heel injury. Him and Chris Harris, we'll see how they are on Monday.
Yep.
What he currently is, he's not back to full training, so he'd have to have make some progress over the weekend to be in consideration. Tommy got hit in the ribs. Blair rolled his ankle, and was there a third one? Oh yeah, Darcy and Byron both had whacks as well. So one in the ribs and one in the shoulder area, neck area. So so there was a lot of knocks today. It's international rugby. We don't know how long they'll be out. Obviously, it's just the initial disappointment that they weren't able to last the distance.
That period when the players went off, when Wales had all that pressure, the kind of second quarter of the match, would you expect more of the play of your guys to be able to adapt quicker than that? Is that a big factor in Wales getting so far on top of you?
Well, during that period, they scored 2 tries, so that was disappointing. They didn't score another point until the last kick of the game. So we know when we're playing a top quality team, they're going to create chances. We have to be better. I thought we got narrow in defence, and that's not like us. We pride ourselves on having good spacing, and Wales took their opportunities in that period. But I was really proud of how we adjusted defensively in the second half, and obviously how we played with ball in hand.
Concerned at all by the fact that you dominated the second half possession, but just got 1 try?
Yeah, we'd obviously would like to have won that game. We scored 1 try on a couple of occasions. We had errors, probably caused by the defensive pressure, but on other times we won penalties. Stuart referenced it. 5 penalties in the 22. To not get anything else from that, it seems that their ill discipline was rewarded and our pressure wasn't rewarded.
Gregor, Stuart was asked the same question, but were you surprised there was no yellow card?
Yes.
Will you take that up with the Six Nations at all?
Well, no, the game's over, so there's nothing going to change on that. How did I deliver it? I spoke to them. I was very pleased with how we attacked. We just need to improve our defence, and we firmly believe as a coaching group, if we'd made those improvements and adjustments defensively, that we can win the game. And we got ourselves into that position to win the game. We didn't win. That's frustrating, but credit goes to Wales for hanging in there. I know they were tiring in defence, and they managed to force a couple of errors and obviously stop us at times by giving away penalties.
Next weekend you've got live use. What's the change? We're still not just going down there with the numbers, are you?
No, that's a silly question to ask. Yeah, but the second one was not a good question. Yeah. Like what we showed today against the number 3 team in the world, we build on that performance. We can be matched for any team in the world, and we know how England are at home, what a strong team they are, and we know our record there. But records are there to be broken, and that'll be the case if we play like we did today and improve those areas close to the try line.
Gregor, the refereeing decisions that you're objecting to or not happy with, were there any areas that have been flagged in that pre-match meeting that Matt referenced yesterday?
No, I think areas that you know that referee, if teams are giving away penalties close to their own try line through cynical play, whether it's around the line-out drive or around not rolling away tackle area, then you expect that pressure close to your try line to lead to yellow cards. That's normal rugby. That's how the game's refereed throughout the world.
Gregor, I'm sure it won't be top of your agenda, but thoughts on Welsh Grand Slam potential against Ireland?
Yeah, it'll be an interesting game. I think the Wales have always shown that they're very good at home. They've got a huge carrot ahead of them now. They've won 4 games. They defend very well. They've got confidence in how they play. But Ireland are a very good team too. I'm sure they'll throw everything at Wales next week.
Okay, we'll just move on to the 10 p.m. bar when I